Hello badminton fans and welcome to this Mizuno JPX 8.1 Pro badminton racket review and racket number 644. It's been so long since we reviewed a Mizuno racket. It's been so hard getting a Mizuno to get some rackets in. They've just all of their distributors across Asia just so not willing to send rackets into Europe. I don't know why that is. I think that is going to change shortly in the future. I hope so, because all of us deserve to get our hands on the Mizuno range. Clearly it produces a very good rackets, and this, all of their JPX range, gotta say, nice rackets produced to a standard equivalent of Goosen or Yonex or any of the big brands that take a lot of pride in their production, including Li Ning. Yeah, so we finally managed to get hands on 5 or 6 of these brilliant rackets. Clearly good rackets, because international players have now also taken them on. They are nice rackets. So what do we need to know about this? Well, as I've just said, availability is pretty poor. So we will sell them at our racket sales site, www.badminton-racket-review.com. If we are out of stock, we will make sure they're on a 7, maximum 10-day back order to get them into Europe or UK. And this racket is going to be £99. That's not bad, £99, and that will become strung. Right, so let's get on to the racket specification, and let's start with weight. The weight of this racket, it says it's a 3U5, so suggesting their G5 grip size, 3U in weight, 85 to 89 grams. That's probably without the strings. The racket review, I'm just going to bring up my racket review E-zone page here. Racket review E-zone test shows this to be 90.9 grams in overall weight. Balance point of this racket is head light. Oh, that's interesting. Well, absolutely unclear on that actually. So what I've got here, I'm not sure there's a picture coming up on the shaft, but you've got head light written, 5 lines, and head heavy written, and not clear at all which way we're going with that though, so don't know according to what I'm seeing here. However, the E-zone testing shows this racket to be quite head heavy, so the weight of the racket distributing the shaft towards the head quite significantly. Now the shaft stiffness is not written on the racket. Just got to check, does it say it? No, it doesn't. But the E-zone testing shows this racket to be a medium flex racket. Totally right, that is medium flex. Now I've already told you it's a G5 grip, and maximum string tensions 32 pounds on this racket. It suggests here that it is a graphite made racket, which is obviously Japanese HMG T46. Don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm just about everything else on the head is just about the power and the technology that they have used in Japan. Mizuno Japan have used to make this racket. Is there anything on the E-zone page? There's not. Okay. No. So that's about all in terms of the information. Now let's move on to design of this racket. Well, it's a minimalist design, lots of little details here and there, and really well done. And like I said, very nice racket, stable, nicely designed to a decent standard. Amazing. The print quality is really good. Not exciting design wise, but well executed, like Li Ning, I suppose. Really well executed. Take a look at these images and see what you think for yourself. Okay, specifications are done. Let's go to the E-zone. Okay, so before we start our E-zone testing, what do you need to know about how we test our rackets? Well, first of all, we use the same shuttles, the Yonex AS30s on all tests. We re-string all of the rackets with Yonex BG65 at 25 pounds tension, and it's the same player taking all of the shots. Right, now you have some basic understanding of how we test. Let's move on to the smash test. The smash shot that you're seeing here, and for all of the rackets we've tested within Badminton Racket Reviews E-zone, we take generally 6 shots. We take the 2 highest racket shuttle speeds, and we average those to give us a overall speed. If those two readings are not within a certain percentage of each other, we then retake the entire test. This shot measures the shuttle speed coming off the racket head, and also if you go across to the E-zone, you'll see a picture similar to the one you're looking at on the screen now, which accompanies every single racket within the E-zone, so that's nearly 650 or more rackets, with this kind of smash JPEG showing you the racket head speed, the shuttle speed, the distance, and the approximate repulsion of the racket. Okay, now we're going to do an E-zone maneuver test. The maneuver shots was designed to tell us about the racket's acceleration abilities, its ability to shift from one direction to the other or shift quickly from nothing to full speed. It also tests the racket's aerodynamics. In this test, the player is sitting still with the racket, and once the shuttle is fired, and we measure the shuttle speed to ensure we have consistency within the tests, so it's coming at the same speed all the time, or roughly the same speed as much as we can control anyway, and then the player reacts once the shuttle is fired to hit the shuttle, and we are measuring the head speed of the racket during that test. Okay, so they're done. Now it's E-zone control test time. The control test is a simplistic test. We've thought many times if there was any other better way of creating a test where we are focusing on the control of the racket and able to score it, and we so far haven't come up with anything better. So this control test is essentially a test where we have 14 shots taken. You're not seeing all the shots on the control video. We generally film half or less of the shots taken. The green bucket here scores maximum, the grey scores slightly less, and anything in the net or out scores nothing at all. Right, so you've seen the racket specifications. You have we've done the court testing. What do we make of this racket? Well, unfortunately, the E-zone testing hasn't shown it to do an awful lot, apart from being very good at control. But when we took it on for the court testing results, what we did find was, as we got more and more used to the timing of the racket, it became more and more effective became more and more effective. And what I found was the overhead shots, if you're a singles player, the power in terms of the smash, it can be generated. The E-zone testing, you know, because we have a limited space of time to do the testing, I think that with more time, not a lot of rackets fall into that category, because even with more time they don't improve, but I do feel with this one, with time, it could improve. So, and looking at the court testing where we're testing a lot wider range of shots, I actually thought it was fairly effective. So what I'm going to say about this racket is I think you will, with timing and practice, manage to get a good smash out of it. I think overhead shots aren't too bad, and where it needs the speed for control and for defense and driving, it does deliver. So I think at £100 it's competing with a King K9. Yeah, it starts to get difficult straight away. That's getting difficult. Yeah, it's tough. It is tough. Then we've got the Goosen, we've got the Adidas rackets, we've got the Leaning turbocharging 70i. I do like, there's something about the feel of this racket I do like. I would say, if you like Mizuno, try the racket. Okay, I'm not saying you cannot get better rackets, you can, but there is something in it that's making me say that after trying it. There's a potential in it. There is, after an hour or so playing with this, there is a weight that I think you're going to start to feel from the racket in using it. But certainly unique proposition, certainly capable and has potential, but clearly you will need to give it time and patience and practice to really draw out all of its potential. Some rackets just deliver what they have on the first go and don't give any more ever again. This kind of racket will grow, I think, on you when you get its timing right. It isn't the fastest of rackets. I think that the King K9 probably is more capable. I think the Kawasaki Honor S6 is probably, no, definitely more powerful. I think that the Leaning Caliber 3D001 is probably better value for money. I think that the Yonex Nano Flare 370-270 are probably going to serve you better in terms of price to performance value, but there is something about this racket that's unique, and it's the only reason I'm saying worth giving it a try. So it's a hesitant thumbs up. It's not like yes, it's give it a shot. I don't think you'll be that disappointed with it, despite the competition being where it is. That it's got its own set of traits that are unique. Yeah, I think that's about it. Now, if you're using this racket, if you're in Asia and you're already using this racket, so I doubt many Europeans are, but if you're in Asia, you're trying this racket, and you're an E-zone member, we have plenty of Asian E-zone members, please leave a review in the E-zone, or if you're not an E-zone member, leave a review on any of our social platforms. And if you don't know what the E-zone is, there will be a video tour after this video, just to give you an idea of what the E-zone is all about. Outside of that, thanks so much for tuning in. You know, we struggle to get these JPX rackets, but there's been so much demand for it. We really try to manage to get hold of some, and so pleased that we were able to deliver this. And it's the support and the love that you guys and all of you people give to us that keeps us going. Support all across the world, absolutely amazing. And just remember, leave your reviews. We're not like the forums where you're going to take a load of abuse for your abuse. We won't allow that to happen, whereas the forums do allow that to happen. You are entitled to say whatever you want, providing it's helpful, providing it's not just outrightly malicious. So please do that. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for liking. Really, really appreciate it. And I will see you on the next Mizuno video.